In Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Buffalo Bills. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
We got this. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
We go tonight. 120.
Number 53. Mike 53. I'm coming after you.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Coming to you. Coming to you.
Goff now looks to throw. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
First down, Atlanta.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Chill.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
What? 20. 11.
You can't 11. You can't block me. 58's the mark. 58's the mark.
3 buns, 3 buns.
Goff on first down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47.
Hey, 76. 76. 76.
Just beating the play clock is gone. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now it's Hines. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. He swallowed him up. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Gone. And he'll find Moreau here. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. And let's get some penetration.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Foster Moreau, his 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago, so how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Here we go, here we go. 60 or. Pilot, 64, weak. Now.
Throwing on 1st down. Purdy. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On 1st down, it's Hines. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Gone. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
We go tonight, like 20. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
On 1st and goal, Howard. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now a give, right side. Hines. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Hey, let's go. Let's go, ground. Ground. Ground.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Cameron Jordan racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. You end up having to take 3 there.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Go now. 18 Gator.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on
61. Matchbox lights. Buzz. Buzz.
Crunch. Crunch. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. I got him.
Hey, go.
On 1st down, Purdy. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Go, go, go.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
218, chop it.
Back to throw. Purdy. And that's complete to Jesse James. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. And James has it. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here.
Go!
On fourth down, Purdy. James has got it, complete. And he will have a first down. About the 21-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop.
Looking to throw. Purdy. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Fournette, first down, still going. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, seam 6. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Purdy. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Jesse James, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Gone. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Goff now to throw. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now again, right side. Hines. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
He goes to the 20. Let's go. Double time.
Here's Hines. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Let's go, let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A good pickup there at 22.
And the Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 1st and 10, Purdy. And it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. A screen to Bell. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. This quarterback now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Purdy. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Jesse James with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here, woman.
Now it's gone. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. That right there, his first incompletion so far in this game, Charles. He was 9 of 9 before that.
Yeah, I think that qualifies as being locked in. And then you have to ask him the question, so what caused the incompletion? Come on, man, get back on your game. Let's go.
Bravo.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
First down, Falcons.
Goff now. Only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Now you won.
They run with Hines. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Your trip is here.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Bring it up.
Let's go now.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
Check 26.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Looking to throw. Purdy. Open man is Samuel. Complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
From the gun, Purdy. He'll let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. This will be from 56 yards out. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I
would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Jim. Check 37. Hey, kill.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. Well, they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
This is Hines, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Looking to throw on second down. Goff Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
Chance. 4 down. 58's the money. 58's the money.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. This a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Ready?
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, Echo.
26 Mike. 26 Mike. Coming for you. 26 Mike.
2nd and 3. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 4 down. 4 down. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Check 13. Check 13.
Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up.
80 weapon.
Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Check.
Let go.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill.
Greystone travel. Hey, box drop. Shoot.
Back to throw. Purdy, little short pass to James. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Fournette. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. Purdy. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
To throw again. Purdy. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Buffalo. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Throwing on 1st down. Purdy. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. 2 Fs for a rookie quarterback.
And some room to work. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Nyheim Hines, 81 yards. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
He's not going to get me.
Now gone. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Orbit. 26. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Purdy. That's complete. It's Bell. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
26, Mike, 26.
Second and 5. Dorsett's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Back to throw. Purdy. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Second and long. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Hey, Zoo.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 7.
To throw on third down. Purdy. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18.
5. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. They're going to need some therapy after this. 26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Second and 4. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. From the gun, Purdy, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive, it was so deflating for the defense. What's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
SOS.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go. 10-2, sir.
Check, 59. Let's go one more.
Hey, wahoo.
On 1st down, Purdy. Throw left side complete. It's James. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
Down.
but still
70.
No
no
yardage.
Okay.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
2nd and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Kill.
Check. Ready.
This is Fournette. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, seam 6.
26 Mike. Watch the flag.
Now.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Purdy. Yeah, he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Purdy. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Adam Humphries. his first touchdown on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
You better be afraid of me.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Watch the safety creep. Hey, shell.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Push him back.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. That's to his running back, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Ric Flair. Hey, Delta.
58, come on. 58.
Now it's gone. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. They call it no gain there on the first down play. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Now gone. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 26. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Go tonight. 120. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
58 to Mike. 58
You
to Mike.
We're good. We're good.
58 to Mike.
Hey, exit.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Gone. He's going to let it fly. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown.
I'm gonna hit you.
And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance, and let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for two.
Well, going for it on the road, want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
Let's go! Let's go!
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Ready up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Hey,
Throwing again. Purdy. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Here we go. Set. 10 Lobo.
I'm coming.
Check 9. Check 9. Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Purdy. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. It's Hines, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Mike, 180. Mike, go, 12, go. Situation, let's go.
53 to Mike.
Now Goff with his first throw in OT. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Gone. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Taking it about the 16. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
218, chop it. Bravo. 5.
Operating from the gun. Purdy. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Ready.
Check 52's the Mike.
Ain't no such thing. Hey, Charlie.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Purdy flushed out right. Dorsett making the catch. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Down. 10-2 stop.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
Big grip.
On 3rd down, Purdy. He finds Humphries. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is. And we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's
rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Check 4. Recon, 132 fighter. Slam. Switch.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
On day, defense, on day. He's coming. General West. You're out. Slam. Hey. You got it. No. Hey, Echo. 52 right here. 52. Check.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic. We don't want this.
New mic. Go.
From the gun, Purdy. Caught here by Bell. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Let's go, Bell.
12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
This one took us deep into the night, but in the end, after 5 quarters, we're unable to determine a winner.
Well, can I say it? I think it's a fair outcome of the kind of game that we had, pretty evenly matched. But here's where it gets tough. Because it was a night game, makes it much shorter on the turnaround, doesn't it? Especially for the visiting team.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.